Hi, and welcome to this guided meditation. You're listening to Consciousness and Me, and my name is Josephine. And this is an invitation to share a moment of scanning through our bodies, checking in with every part and see what the status is right now, if there's any relaxation that needs to happen. So make yourself comfortable. Make sure you have a place to breathe. Let go of anything that's pushing your belly in or is tied around your rib cage. Notice what kind of space you're in. Is it a space that allows you to relax? And notice what's alive inside of you. Allow yourself to close your eyes if that feels safe, or to keep them open. Whichever you choose, see if it comes out of habit or a force, or if it's your actual preference. See if you can give yourself total permission not to perform, just to be. And if any part of you is rebelling against that, who says that meditation or a body scan is supposed to be in a certain way, that you need to be in a certain way, see if you can allow that part to be as well. It doesn't need to change for you to be. Notice if there's anything heavy weighing on your shoulder, almost like you could take off a backpack, a mental backpack. And if it feels okay for you, almost like you say it out loud inside. It's okay for me to just be right now. I'm free from performing. I'm free from living up to any norms. And notice what happens in your body when you say that. One of our body parts that usually is tightly connected to contractions in our mind is our jaws. All the muscles around our mouth, our tongue, and our lips. And just check in how they are right now. Is there any tension there that's ready to let go? It's not needed right now. And see if the next breath can carry them out. Also check in if you allow any smile. Are you taking this moment very serious? Or is softness and joy also welcome? Notice where you have your feet. And see if you can visit them from the inside, as if your attention was traveling through your body, touching the sole of your feet from the inside. Imagine yourself almost saying hello with your attention. And notice if there's any sensations there. See if you can invite curiousness, like it's the first time you've ever really noticed the sole of your feet, like there was no past. This is a curious exploration of what it's like to get sensations, to be aware of the soles of your feet. And allow your attention to be an invitation to relax, almost like they were allowed to expand if they wanted to. And see if you can travel with your attention, noticing every toe, seeing the work it does to keep your balance, to keep you grounded, to support your mobility. Our feet rarely gets the attention they deserve. Usually we notice them when we're in pain. Maybe there's pain in your feet right now. See if there's space for that. We don't need to enjoy everything's happening in our body, just to notice it. And see how your body responds to that. It doesn't need to be free from pain or from discomfort. This is a moment where you can listen to it. And if your mind has opinions about that, has evaluations, see if you just can notice that as well. Allow the thought to be there. See that as part of your manifestation right now. And allow your next exhalation to travel up on the top of your feet into your wrists. Almost like you gave them a permission to follow your exhale. Like the next exhale was the exhalation of your wrists, of your feet, your ankles. And let your attention travel up along your calves, the muscles in your lower legs. Almost like they were suspended in air. And see if you can notice any softness there. All the way in through the muscle fabrics and the fascia. Giving them permission to just surrender. And let the softness of your attention travel up to your knees. Almost like you gave them a soft, gentle touch, an embrace, a permission to relax. And check in with your thigh muscles. Is there any tension there that's not needed to keep you upright, to keep you in the position? Any tension that's emotional, that's been building up? See if you can tell them that it's safe to relax, that you're home. And let your attention travel up to your hips. Check in if they want to expand. We easily store a lot of emotions in our hips. So see if you can give them some extra tenderness. Allow them freedom from performing, freedom from holding. As if you were listening to the depths of your tissue, listening to the whispers in between the ligaments. Like your pelvic floor could finally let go, be free of holding, their time to relax, to just be. Notice how your body responds when you look at it in this way, when you visit it from the inside, with curiosity, with timelessness. And see what happens when you view it not as a tool, but as something sacred, something deeply intimate with you. You get the permission to visit from the inside, to be with more intimately than you can ever be with anything on the outside. You're inside your body. You are in every tissue, in every cell. You have access. And notice how it feels in your lower back, around your sacral area. So many nerve endings traveling out here, providing you with information, providing the body with information. Imagine yourself stroking it with your attention, as if your breath carried away any tension that was there, anything that was ready to be let go of. And check in with your pelvic floor. What is it like to rest there? To check in with your roots. Is there any tension there? Any emotions? And if it feels good for you, see if you can tell your lower abdomen that it's safe, that you're there. And imagine that you give all of your organs in your belly permission to relax, to take up the space that they want to. They don't need to contract. They don't need to make themselves smaller. They don't need to make themselves fit in. Our guts provide so much groundwork for us. Usually we notice it when it's not working. But even then, there's so much that is working. And see if you can see that. See the work it's doing, the support it provides, even if it sometimes malfunctions, sometimes needs some extra support, some extra tender love and care. Imagine what happens if you see that your belly, your gut, your organs, they do the best they can. It's your ally. And if that doesn't feel 100% true, just imagine what it would be if it was true. How would that feel? We don't need to get rid of any resistance to be with ourselves, to be with our bodies. We don't need to force any perspective. They can coexist. We can want things to be different and still be with them. Our thoughts don't tell the truth. They're just one perspective, usually something we learned back in childhood, we picked up from society. We don't have to give them more power than they have. They can coexist. Allow your attention to travel up your spine, as though your inhalation is giving every vertebra permission to Get some space, allowing a free flow, allowing energy to move, to let go of any tightness. And check in with your diaphragm. What is it like right now? Imagine that it doesn't have to fight against gravity. It can just relax in between doing its job, supporting you with your breath. It doesn't need to hold anything else. Just that sacred rhythm of breathing. And imagine that your heart and your lungs are given more space to be. Don't need to hold them in. Don't need to make anything smaller than it is. And notice what happens with your body when you give it that permission. And see if your attention can travel along the upper spine, behind your shoulders, as if your breath is an invitation to relax, to expand. Notice what happens when you stay here with your focus, showing your body that you're not going anywhere else. It got your full attention. And imagine yourself that when you breathe into every space in your body. It's not limited to the lungs. It can travel. As if you're giving oxygen and air to every cell of your body, all the muscles, all the tissue. And check in with your heart. That friend that's been with you since birth, rhythmically, by your side, pumping blood through your body, rooting for you. And notice if there's any emotion when you rest in your heart. Sometimes it's easy to restrict access for ourselves to our hearts. Might be too intimate, too sensitive. Notice how it feels for you right now to rest in your own heart, to be in that space. And see if you can allow any emotion. Allow it to travel through the body. And if it meets any conflict, see if you just can notice that. Don't need to take sides. See if it's okay to be with it all. And allow your next exhalation to travel up through your throat. Inviting relaxation. Almost like you're asking your body parts if they're ready to relax. Is there anything that they're ready to let go of? See if your neck wants to stretch, move in any angle. Maybe your whole vertebra, your whole spine wants to sway. And see what happens when you allow movement to come from within your body. Allow your mind to relax. It doesn't have to be in charge. Trusting your body. Allow the wisdom to travel from deep within your well, Allow the wisdom of your body to be the guide. And if you're unsure what that means, just notice that. It's not clear for you right now. Maybe you can even invite your body to explore. What would it mean if you listened to the wisdom of the body? Movement came from the spine. You let your attention travel up your head as if your attention was an invitation for muscles to relax, the fascia under the skin. As you were breathing out for its sake. And let your attention travel to your cheeks, around your lips. And see if there's any softening wanting to happen. We hold so much personality in our facial expression. It's hardly noticeable. Sometimes we only notice it when we relax. So see if you can drop any agenda of how you need to present yourself right now. Allowing your face to just surrender. Allow your attention to stroke your eyebrows and check in with your eyes, small muscles around the eyes. Almost like you said hello, assuring them that everything's okay. They don't need to perform right now. They can put down any worry that they're carrying. Notice how it is in your forehead. And see if there's any sighs, any deep breaths that wants to come. And imagine yourself even checking in with your brain, allowing it to let go of any tension it's holding, physical or mental. Notice if there's any expansion happening, any softness. And see if it has permission to expand. Can it flow freely? And notice what it's like in your full body right now. What is it like to be intimate with your body in this state? And see how it feels for your body when you interact with it in this way, when you're there for it. Listening to it from the inside. Giving time to the bodily sensations. Notice if it has any longings for movements. And be aware if there's any emotions that comes. Sometimes when we allow the body to relax, it lets go of deeply held feelings. Notice if you try to fix something, or if you're okay with just allowing things to be. Just be here and now, in your own presence. And see if you can be aware of the tip of your feet and the tip of your head at the same time. Your awareness is enough for your whole body. You can be the space for all the bodily sensations. Almost like a nurturing container, a nurturing space. As if your awareness is bigger than your physical body. And notice how that feels. And see if you allow yourself, if there's any pleasurable feeling, any yumminess, any softness. See if you can allow yourself to enjoy that, to relax back into it. Not make it smaller than it is, not limit it when it's not needed. Your body is intimately yours. It's one with you. You're one with it. And sometimes our everyday life requires us to make a distance, to contract, to separate. But right now it's not needed. And the more we practice being with our bodies like this, interacting with them, the more trust we gain, the more it speaks to us, the safer it becomes to relax. And notice if there's any gratitude present. Any gratitude for this moment. Any gratitude for your body. Or for your awareness. Or for giving yourself this time. And be aware if you're forcing gratitude. Usually, if we look, there is gratitude somewhere, but sometimes it might be hard to reach. Then see if you can just notice that. Nothing needs to be forced. This is your moment to be with yourself, to be in truth, to not have any part of yourself needing to shy away from your presence, from your nurturing awareness. No need for anything to be different than they are. And notice if it's anything from this moment you'd like to invite, you'd like to bring with you, you'd like to check back into. We're approaching the end of this meditation. You're listening to Consciousness in Me, and my name is Josephine. And thank you for joining me on this journey, for the trust to guide you and me through our own bodies. Thank you.